Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, July 23rd, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're well, and I'm just grateful that you are listening. If you're new, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com for all about my events, my work, and you can schedule an appointment on every page. Just hit the button. And for those of you coming back every week, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I love your comments letting me know you're listening. Sometimes I'm told you're listening outside of the comments when I'm out in the world. And wow, it always makes my day. It always throws me in a wonderful way. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I get on today, and I'm not sure, it might be a hodgepodge of different topics to talk about, but inevitably I want to go back today to a topic about energy and intertwining forgiveness and understanding and intuition. Basically, know your superpowers, because you are born in the likeness and image of your Creator, and you have superpowers. The great teachers knew this, and they used it. I was just last night reinforcing my knowing through the teachings of Nicholas Tesla, who talked about energy, and he was very much like an Alexander Graham Bell. They were contemporaries to each other. And basically you can use the energy around you to bring healing, to bring wealth, to bring love. It's really just about using your creative powers. Now, some, like Neville Goddard, would call it imagination, your visualization abilities, your belief that you can have it, your speaking in a way that you already do. Another great teacher, Eric Butterworth, said it was 6 words, but the meat is 3 words. I accept, I deserve, I allow. I'm going to repeat that, and I want you to repeat that to yourself throughout your day. I accept, I deserve, I allow. Those words, 6 words, brought everything that he wanted to manifest into his life. Because when you repeat it, you are opening up the doors and windows to allowing what you most want to come into you. And you know I've spoken, if you've listened before, about great teachers like Neville Goddard and Florence Scovel Shinn. And there were more contemporary teachers such as Wayne Dyer. And my previous teacher, Mike Dooley, who has written wonderful books. But basically, his line is thoughts become things. And it's true. Thoughts become things. These teachers were on this earth, or are on this earth, to help us, to give us tools. We are taught that life can be random. We are taught beliefs that are handed down to us by our family, ancestors, perhaps teachers, belief systems that are based on a choice of belief rather than the understanding of how powerful you are and what you can accomplish. There is nothing more frustrating to me, perhaps. Perhaps there is, but currently, I've seen around me people with limitation thoughts and powerful people with limitation thoughts and beliefs. they feel, I suppose, that they are living in their own reality, but it is their reality. And no one else should define you but you. And also, it's not your business how others see you. It's your business how you see yourself. You can't control how another can see you. You cannot, and perhaps you should not, worry about their approval or what their mindset is. What is most important is what you know about you and you know about your life. And I've noticed some things. Yesterday, I said to someone, oh my goodness, there were people ranting on Facebook today. There were people announcing big changes. And I didn't comment on what I saw. All I thought was, you're upgrading. We're in a time of upgrades. So it's so important to get to know yourself and to know what you deserve and what you will accept. And that's risky. It's so risky because it means change, and none of us are really built to love change. But change is always good. And so it's very important to take the risk and to ask yourself, what do I really want? The great teacher Bob Proctor, he said that, every time, continuously. You can't clearly manifest what you want in your life until you know what you clearly want, what you truly want. It has to be clear. What do you want in the way of health, in the way of relationships, all around? What do you want in the way of wealth? I may have said health first or wealth, but in all of those areas, what do you truly want? And here's the thing, because there are people listening to this podcast, wonderful people, that will say, oh, I just want enough. I don't want too much. I don't need money. Yes, you do. It's a symbol. It's energy. There's plenty to go around. Why would you deny yourself? We're taught that it makes us a better person if we don't want too much. If we're taught that if you want too much, perhaps you're greedy. That's all falsity. Truly is. It's all right to want freedom, peace, wonderful relationships. It's all right to want respect and love, abundance. It's all right. It's wanted for you. And that's the wonderful thing about the universe, which is, some may know as heaven, some may know of just source or energy, is that it wants for you what you want for yourself. So why are you not asking for it? You have to know and believe that you deserve it. Sometimes things happen that boost us. They boost us because we have been asking for it, and the universe is like, well, they're all blocked up. They're asking for it, but they're not letting themselves receive it. Maybe we'll give them a bit of a wake-up shout. Maybe we'll give them a little bit of a boost. And I also feel that before we even come to this earth, we ask for those boosts. We ask for those kicks in the butt. Doesn't mean we deserve them. In heaven, it's just easier for us to plan. We're not dealing with the physical. So we can back up and go, yeah, give me that to deal with. I'll do it. And then we get here and it feels like hell on earth at times. But in heaven, it didn't feel that way to us. We knew it was good. We knew it was lessons. Were lessons. We knew that it was good, just positive overall. I happen to be going through one of those times right now where I'm shifting, reevaluating, coming back and coming greater. And sometimes those moments are larger and sometimes they're smaller. Sometimes it's the loss of a job. Sometimes it is a moment, sometimes the loss of a loved one to heaven. Sometimes it's just a moment in a conversation with someone. It doesn't have to be huge. But those moments are meant to bring change. And when you hear and feel yourself going towards change, honor it. Don't let yourself down. And that change doesn't mean negativity or fights. It certainly should be forgiveness. Sometimes we have to let things go with love as we make that change. And it can be emotional. There have been times probably in your life where someone's let you go with love and it bothered you, it hurt you. But they were doing what they wanted to do. And your job then was to ask yourself, well, what do I want to do? Who do I want in my life? Everything around us is teaching us, showing us what we most want. And we're such a superpower. We're such in control. You may not realize how much in control you are, but you are. You control what you manifest. Sometimes you don't sign in, you don't show up for it consciously, deliberately, but it's still happening. You're still putting out the energy, whether you're focusing on it or not. The universe responds to everything you're thinking and feeling. And it's not anything to fear or to worry about. The more that you can tune in and realize what you're thinking and what you're saying and what you're doing, the more powerful you become. This time, for many of us, even though you may feel at times it's a harder time, does have its blessings. You get to say no or yes. You define the life around you. I would suggest that you focus on the blessings, even as you make changes. In other words, let's say you're not completely satisfied with a relationship. Focus on the positive of it, but acknowledge what you want and allow yourself to have it. Be open to having it. We often think that if we tell someone to change, and if they would just change, that things would be better. But people are not here to change for us. They are here to decide who they are and to be themselves. Your job is to decide who you are and to be who you want to be, and if you should change for the better. I'm always trying to, because I'm just here to be kind of like my own project while I serve. I'm always looking how I can change for the better. And when I don't receive from someone, I acknowledge perhaps that's a part of me I should give more of. Maybe I'm just getting back what I give out. Or not. It can be enjoyable to look within yourself if you can do it with love. It can be really fun to test your manifestation abilities. Even if it's small, the great teachers say start small, with coffee or, whatever you'd like to show up. I've done that before, by the way. When I've really wanted something, I just put it out there in a strong, intentional way, and it has shown up. It's because, well, it's easier to manifest the small stuff because you're not as emotionally involved, but it is fun when it happens, when you can do it in a very detached kind of way. So know this, test these abilities of yours. You are superheroes. You all have the ability to wear the superhero outfit, however that may look for you. And take life in the moment as it comes and try to create it as you go along. That means that be willing to let go. Be willing to go with the flow. Have good heart. Be generous. Be kind. As much as possible, we all can get tested. I often say to my clients, I try every day to be perfect while knowing I'm not. I can be tested. I can have moments. And I just strive to be the best version of myself I possibly can, not because I don't think I'm lovable or in any way not worthy, but because I just want to see how great I can become. I want to get it good. I want to get it right. When a teacher says, this is possible, I want to perfect it. I want to see how good I can get at it. It's discipline. It's daily. When I gave you those 6 words, I accept, I deserve, I allow, I say them throughout the day because I know that they are powerful and they can work for me. I can fall off the wagon, but I do meditations. Last night I did, and I fell asleep. But I honor my body. It needed that rest. You don't have to perfect your superhero abilities overnight. You just have to know how strong and powerful you are. Each day is the opportunity for a new beginning. Each day is a blank slate. I am right now doing the watercolors of my new chapter. I am drawing and coloring and blending all the things I want. Next, while affirming, I have it now. Because I have to get the clarity. But the one thing I know, and I say to you, and I've been saying it to myself over the last few days, I have to find joy. I'm not in joy enough. When you're in joy, when you're feeling that, when you're giddy, when you love life, it loves you back. Your body will love you back. People around you will love you back. I am making the intention, and I invite you to join me, that every day I'm in joy. So much so that perhaps people don't even recognize me from before. Now, I've been in joy before. I've been in the giddy before. And I miss it. And I've also decided to bubble myself. I believe it's important to be informed, to know what's happening, but I don't want negativity around me in the way of information. When I turn on the news, and because I'm a bit of a rest period right now, I have opportunity to watch more of things on TV. It's just all bad news. And there's a brief little good moment. Sometimes it's often at the end. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I know who I am and how I want to help. I don't need to be influenced by negativity and sadness and fear. Pay attention to what you allow around you and into you. I don't watch violent things. I don't do well with violence at all. I'm just too sensitive. But if I were to watch violence, I wouldn't watch it before I go to bed because it gets into your subconscious. And now it's a part of your creation. Not to say that that means that it will appear in your physical life personally to you, but it will impact you in a happy, it would impact your happiness and your peace and your health. Don't allow in what you really don't want. If it influences you to do positive things, that's all right. Just be careful. Because you deserve to feel joy and peace and love. I've been an enigma to some. How were you able to do what you did? How are you able to do that? Will, superpowers. You can be like that as well. Know the powerful being you are. And also, intuition. Intuition is your gut. It's not your head. It's not your fears. It's not your beliefs. It is that knowing without knowing why I know. Use it. Develop it. Meditation is best. Fight for yourself. Fighting being a positive word. Don't give in your power to those that would tell you something different. Forgiveness is another key. Forgiveness, when you don't forgive, it literally personally harms you. It harms your body. It harms your well-being. It does not mean that you accept and that you just, I'll let it go and just let them get off the hook. No, forgiveness is for you. And it's a work in progress. You may do it for days, weeks, months, years, for the same person or the same experience. But it's worth going there. It's so worth it because it's a self-love act for you. So use your superpowers to get that peace inside and that life you want on the outside. Her name was Atwater, and I believe she has passed now, the last name. She had 3 near-death experiences. on the first near-death experience. She saw the power of her thoughts and her feelings, and she literally created, while outside of her body, homes, cities. She saw the power of that energy, of that source. And she came back and she taught about it. You do not have to have a near-death experience to know. But so many people have near-death experiences is what they find out. I can create whatever I want for myself. I should stop living in fear. In order to create what you want, you have to focus on it, know you have it, talk like you have it, feel you have it, but still be detached about when you physically see it. You can't look for it, because then it holds it back. That's all. You just walk around and like it's mine. It may be best not to talk about it because you'll get non-believers that may influence you. It's best kept a secret. But what you know, you know. And then when it's physically around you, you tell everyone, well, I knew I was going to have it all along. I never doubted. That's what I'm talking about. And it applies to health, it applies to love, it applies to relationships. But you also see the blessings in what is in your life. Be grateful. Find that joy. Find the joy. If it means laughing with movies, if it means making sure to spend time with people that make you laugh, that find the joy. It's inevitably an inside job, but find the joy. You do that, your whole life will change. I'm working on that today and from now on. And I know that that I will be coming back to you most likely next week telling you things are happening. Join me in this project. Do it. And yes, there will be things that come up that aren't joyful. But sometimes they're just residual. They are already created and they want to show themselves. But keep at it. Keep at that joy. Keep at that creation. Keep at knowing who you are. And don't let anyone tell you differently. Or that your reality is what it is. And don't let anyone tell you differently. So many people give up what they know because another tells them it's different. Don't let others influence you. You know what you know what you know. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to start appearing at some point in front of you. But for right now, if you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit it. Hit the notification button. Because I have intentions. It's been an interesting year where things have not been as active as I thought they'd be. But I'm a comer. So stay tuned. And if you're listening to this on Spreaker or on my business Facebook page, again, please like, please share. And be sure to go to my website, lisahop.com, for all about my work. I have clients around the world. Zoom, telephone. So if you're interested in an appointment, please make one. In this world today, we're not stopped from connecting. Thank you again. Have a blessed Sunday and a blessed week. I'll talk to you next time.